name is Rene. I serve as the Vice Chair on the Board of Directors in voluntary capacity, and I've been in this role now for about, I'm actually coming toward the end of my term, so it'll be 3 years in the spring. We're part of a small group. We hadn't really considered Christian education for our son at the time, but our small group was actually, somebody in the small group was a teacher at the school, and we had a lot of respect for that person, and he had a lot of influence on us at the time. Our son was in grade 2 going into grade 3, and he was at that point in his life where that influence was really going to make a difference for him. He was in a public system up until then, and so we made a decision at that point to take him out of the public system and put him into the private school. We lived about 30 kilometers away from the school at the time, and I think for the first 5 or 6 years we made a daily commute as a commitment to the school. From an educational point of view, I don't see any weaknesses. In the school system itself, obviously you're always up against budgetary concerns, but in terms of weaknesses, I can't think of anything. There's no standouts. I have a son that graduated from the school actually this past year. He was in the school for nearly 10 years. So we had a good look at his education, his involvement, his extracurricular, the attention. The ratio that we had, student-teacher ratio, was an advantage, not a disadvantage. And now I have a 6-year-old daughter who's entered grade 1 after being in the school for her first year in kindergarten. So if there were deficiencies in the system, we would have obviously not exposed the kids to it because we want them to have full advantage. One of the things they do, from my point of view, sitting on the board, is they help bring some structure and understanding. It's the advantage of having somebody who's a partner with you, shares your vision, but isn't necessarily at the boardroom table with you on a month-to-month basis. So there's always a fresh perspective, and that IGC brings into conversation when we're considering where we're at as a school. It's full immersion. That's the word. For me, I've never gone through a process of recasting and even really putting together a vision. There's so much to it. It helps you to look at the school from a really high level and then drill down and really unpack it in the most minute details. Every word matters. Who we are as a school matters. Why we do what we do matters. These are the things that IGC has helped us to understand. It's easy to get into a business or a school or anything in life. I work in business, and it's easy to get inside of your business and work in your business all the time. It's the same thing when serving on a school board. It's easy to work on the business of the board, but working on your business or working on your vision and answering the why, from my point of view, it's very stimulating. It's very energizing. I mean, it's very biblical that we need a vision. A vision inspires us. For me, it certainly helps to work with an organization like IGC, who understands how important vision is. It's not just impacting the boardroom, it's impacting the leaders of our school. It's the messaging into the parent community. It's the reason behind why the students are in our school. It's energizing. I mean, it's the reason why we exist. We work extremely well when we have outside help, when we have coaching, and when we invest. And I can tell you that I can see a difference in my business and my life when we do that. And so I would kind of consider IGC very much like a coach, a godly coach that has a deep and genuine, authentic compassion for Christian education.